Hi, and thank you for stopping by. Tonight I'm doing a video that's based on an article I came across on CNBC. It's talking about Bernie Sanders and the things that he wants to have happen during the coronavirus epidemic. It says here Bernie Sanders calls for monthly $2,000 payment to every U.S. household during coronavirus crisis. Sanders calls for a $2,000 monthly payment to every U.S. household to combat the coronavirus. He also pushed for a moratorium on evictions, more robust unemployment insurance, and a waiver on student loan payments. The 2020 Democratic presidential candidate spoke as Florida, Illinois, and Arizona voted in the primaries. Senator Sanders called Tuesday for a monthly $2,000 payment to every U.S. household for the duration of the coronavirus. During a speech on how to respond to the destruction caused by the global pandemic, Sanders said he guessed the federal government would have to spend roughly $2 trillion to prevent deaths, job losses, and to avoid an economic catastrophe. We can do it. Yes, we can. I personally believe we can. Sanders believes we can too. We can address this crisis. We can minimize the pain. The 2020 Democratic presidential candidate said during a live stream on a night when Florida, Illinois, Arizona held primary elections. Sanders did not mention the primaries or campaign strategy during the remarks. That was very smart on Sanders to do that. The senator also called for unemployment insurance of up to 100% of a worker's prior salary with a cap of $75,000. He proposed a moratorium on evictions, foreclosures, and utility shutoffs, and a waiver on all student loan payments as workers face job losses. Sanders also called for Medicare to handle all costs for emergency coverage during the crisis. He pushed for the government to use emergency authority to spur increased production of supplies such as masks and ventilators. He also called to impose conditions on corporations if they receive taxpayer aid, such as a ban on stock buyouts or stock buybacks and executive bonuses, which means that he doesn't want the same thing to happen that happened during Obama's watch, where they got the aid and they paid people money instead of paying off their debt. Officials in Washington have scrambled to head off economic disaster as the restaurant, travel, and entertainment industries take a drubbing from the outbreak. Many cities and states have shut down schools and regular activities to encourage residents to stay home and prevent the spread of the coronavirus. Congress is working on a massive stimulus package that could cost more than $1 trillion, with more measures to combat the outbreak likely ahead. The Trump administration's stimulus package proposal could include a one-time cash payment to all Americans, an idea that has gained traction amongst Republicans. Now, there's a few people that have talked about stimulus packages of up to $4,000 one time. Sanders, on the other hand's idea is $2,000 a month for as long as the coronavirus keeps going, or for as long as it takes for us to get it under control. At least 5,984 cases have been reported in the U.S., and at least 100 people have died, according to the data from Johns Hopkins University. So, what do you think? Do you think we can afford it? We can't afford not to, that's for sure. I'm not for sure exactly how this is going to pan out. I don't know exactly how we're going to get this done, but we've come through things just as bad in the past. We went through all sorts of layoffs and layovers, and we went through financial crisis, and we've went to ground zero and back up again. So I'm not for sure exactly how we're going to deal with this, but however we do deal with it, it's got to be done quick. We're about to get wiped out here. And I'm going to leave you on that note. This is just something I wanted to do that was really quick. So if you liked the video, please hit the thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, hit the subscribe button right down here. If you want to have an idea for a video and you want to put it in the comments, put it in the comments below. If you have an idea for a better video or something you want me to do, put it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. I'm going to let you go on that note. Have a good night, America. Seattle. All points beyond.